Alright, hey y'all, so check this out. I got several different videos here. I'm going to throw all together into one. I got some stuff we've been doing ever since the first of the year, from working on my truck between Christmas and New Year's, and speaking at a library after that. A few things like that we've been doing. Some things I'm doing. We split off from the Mid-Florida group we were working with. We split off from them over a year ago and went back to researching on our own. So I just want to repeat that again and make sure everybody knows that. Everybody that watches us, I'm researching on my own again. And Winnette's with me a lot. She's helping me a lot. She's in a lot of my videos. And depending on her health is how we're getting out doing things as we can. So anyway, I got some things coming up that I'm planning on as far as research. I've been working with Kathy Westerman and her group, Bigfoot World, with Pam and James. So I've been working with them quite a bit. Me and Kathy's been friends for about 3 or 4 years now. And we help each other with videos. We help each other with our Facebook groups, things like that. So we've known each other for a while. Alright, so I'm going to throw a lot of stuff together here and show you. Alright, so we've been really busy. Plus sometimes when that's her health, and we're trying to get her through this and get her back to doing better. And I think we're on the right track now doing that. But anyway, we've been having this El Nino weather. Like every few days, it's a front coming through. It keeps staying windy. Like right now it's raining. So I'm trying to do this pretty quick out front so the camera don't get too wet. But it's raining. It rained lightly all night and lightly all day today. And it's still raining now. It's got a little ways to go yet. Maybe by in the morning it'll quit raining. It's just a real light rain with the front coming through. This El Nino weather's got everything different this year. So that's why I haven't got the drone out lately. Ordered me another battery for it, so I got another battery. The batteries have been lasting me about 30 minutes on it. So I haven't got that out in a while because of all the rain, all the wind. It's been really windy all this past January and so far this month, February. It's been really windy. So we picked a name for it, and I had meant to already do a video on it, and we just haven't been able to get to it yet. So I'm gonna throw that in here too. We picked a name. Alright, good morning y'all. I got a couple days off here in between Christmas and New Year's. So I'm doing some work on the truck, some things that's been needing to be done. I'm working on the brakes. Let me flip this around and I'll show you better. So I'm changing out the brakes. I'm changing out everything on the rear brakes. And I knew they've been needing changing for a while. So I'm changing everything out there. The wheel cylinder, the brake shoes, the drums. So I got that side done yesterday and got all my parts yesterday. And now I'm starting on this side here. I'm gonna get this side off and get it all changed out. Just some things that have been needing to be done. So now I have a little bit of time. And then I got a few other things to do. I got an oil leak I'm gonna work on. That would it's just time consuming, so it would be expensive to have a mechanic do it. And then my 4-wheel drive, I gotta check out my 4-wheel drive shifter. I got something going on with it. I think it's just with the linkage itself. So I'm gonna be working on stuff like that the next couple days. And then we'll be getting back out and doing some more stuff. Flying the drone some more. We were up in Inverness for Christmas, and I was going to get up Christmas morning and go to Citrus Wildlife Management. It's only like 4 minutes from their house. I was going to go there and fly the drone a little bit first thing in the morning and go back, but it was raining. It already started raining before daylight, so I couldn't do that. But we spent our Christmas up in Inverness, and then I got Christmas lights too. I'll be taking down in a few days. Just giving y'all a little update of what I've been doing and showing you I've been working on the truck a little bit right now. And hope y'all had a good Christmas, and hope you have a good New Year's coming up. And we'll be seeing you soon. Oh yeah, we got to name the drone still. So this week while I'm off, we're going to be going through all the different names that everybody submitted on the comments on that video and on the Facebook groups. And we'll go through and pick out a name for that soon too. We'll get that done this week. All right, y'all have a good day. All right, check it out, y'all. Got the oil pan off. Oil pan gasket. I cleaned it up a little last night. I gotta clean it up a little bit more before I start putting it all back together. So I got the oil pickup tube. I'm gonna replace the O-ring on it. So I've been working on the truck here, and we got a update here in a few minutes for you for the drone. We've been looking at the names, and we're gonna pick a name today. So I was just showing you what I'm doing here. I got the oil pan off yesterday. It took a lot of time getting all this off. I had to take a lot of stuff loose and move it out of the way. I had to take the transfer case loose and drop it down out of the way to give me room to get it out. Alright, so now I'll show you the update now that we and the name we're picking out. Nord. And I'll go back through. I made a list of all the names that people picked out, and then I made a separate list of each group or YouTube channel that the person commented, so I can look back on my list and see who commented the name Orb, Nord for no orb. So we decided on that name. We liked several of them. There were several names in there that we liked, that people were commenting the names, but we decided on Norb for no orb. So we decided on that name for the drone, and I'll be using that more here coming up before long. Because like I said, I got some other things planned too to coming forward, and probably going to do a little turkey hunting too coming up in March. So I'll be doing some filming too while I'm out there doing that. And it looks like Lynette's going to go with me some too, doing the turkey hunting. She really enjoyed that in the past, going turkey hunting with me. We did that some several years back. Just spent some time doing turkey hunting in the spring gobbler. Alright, so I got quite a few things coming up. Alright y'all, we're at another library. This one's in Astor, Florida. This is in Ocala. So we're speaking at another library here with Bigfoot World, Kathy and James and Amanda here from Bigfoot World. So the Astor County Library in Lake County. So this is in Ocala. We're in the Ocala National Forest. we can't see with our eyes. That's where the camera, because like the thermal or the infrared is part of the light spectrum, but we can't see it with our eyes. So that's where the thermal camera comes in. The radio frequency that we get when we're out there, that's part of the light spectrum too, that we can't hear or we can't see, and that's part of it. So this is just part of the light spectrum that we can't see with our eyes, because there's a lot of times when we're out there like that and we're walking around and we can be facing something like that while we're filming it. Yeah, we won't see it with our eyes, but we can come back and we'll see it on thermal camera. And even sometimes I can catch it on my camcorder. I catch stuff on my camcorder, my GoPro, my thermal camera, my cell phone.
It's a lot. It's a lot of footage.
It's a lot.
To go.
Yeah, a lot to go through.
There's a lot. Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of Bigfooters, that everybody researches their own way, and that's fine. Yeah. It's okay. But a lot of them don't sit by their.
And then when I back up the footage some and I'll watch as we're coming and we're like passing these trees, and you can see the portal right there. You can see him come out and then sit there and watch us. He's like kneeled down watching us walk by. But yeah, portals are real, and I think they have a lot to do with energy too, and I think they have a lot to do with the orbs. The orbs, I believe. Hey y'all, I'm starting this video out a little different here. I want to show you a few things and kind of combine a couple videos together here that I was going to do. And we got an El Nino winter, so we keep having cold fronts coming through. I haven't been able to fly the drone. It's been pretty much cold fronts coming through, raining, windy. We've been having a lot of real cloudy days. Like right now, it's real windy out. Front came through this morning. It's about 62 degrees here right now. It's not going to get real cold, but just it's real windy. Anyway, I want to show you a few things here, and also we named the drone. So me and Wynette will sit down here in a couple minutes and tell you what name we picked, and then I'll look up the winner, because I wrote down all the names. I wrote down all the drone names that were submitted, and we'll tell you which one it was, and I'll show you who was the winner. Okay, another thing too, I wanted to make sure everybody knew we split off from the Mid-Florida group over a year ago now. It's been a year and a couple months. Just wanted to make sure everybody knew that. And another thing, I've actually reached my goal. I reached my goal that I was trying to accomplish, that I set out to accomplish by getting out in the woods and using my hunting skills and my woodsman skills and finding if these beings were really out there, these Bigfoot, looking for Bigfoot, and if they were real. So what I've been coming across, I've been sharing a lot, I've been teaching a lot. So that's mainly what I'm doing now. I'm switching more from just trying to find evidence to teaching people about it, teaching people about the evidence, and that there's a lot of different cryptid beings out here, and everything's getting compacted into one group called Bigfoot, when there's a lot more than just Bigfoot. So you have Sasquatch, Skunk Ape, there's forest people, there's ancient ones, there's little people, there's fairies, there's a lot of different ones. There's a lot of more too that I'm actually hearing some names for here over the last couple months that I haven't heard before. So anyway, there's a lot of different beings that's all being like compacted into Bigfoot, when there's a lot more to it than that. So I've been studying a lot, reading a lot. I've been watching a lot of different videos, learning. Alright, so I already had these two books that I had ordered through David Pilates. And you can see I've been putting bookmarkers on them, and also do a lot of the yellow marks, the yellow highlight pins on a lot of them. These are really informational. You can see all the places I've saved, so I can come back and get information from them. And then while we were there, I bought this book. I was going to buy the Tribal Bigfoot if he had it, but he didn't have it with him. So I bought this one. So I'm going to read through this one too. And this book here by Scott Carpenter. And David Pilates was showing this too and talking about this book, how detailed it is. So you can see all the bookmarks I got in it too, and all the highlighted areas. I've got a lot of highlighted areas in here too. This is really informational. It really goes into a lot of detail about the Sasquatch genome study, the DNA study they did with Dr. Melba Ketchum. So I've got these two books now from Ron Moorhead. This one I had ordered online, and it's full of information. You can see all the bookmarks, and you can see all the highlights that I have in it. All stuff I can come back to and do research. And then I have the other books I've been reading with all the bookmarks in them. Scott Carpenter's book, David Shealy's book, David Shealy and Ron Million. It's a big book. So I got a lot of bookmarks in it, a lot of good information that I can come back to. And the book I'm reading right now, The Sasquatch People and Their Interdimensional Connection. And this is a really good book too, full of a lot of information. And a lot of these books have cross-references to some of the stuff they talk about. Like this one, he talks about stuff that Ron Moorhead talks about in some of his book, and some stuff that matches up with what David Pilates talks about. Just a lot of these books have different sources that will cross-reference sometimes. Hey y'all, I had started reading this in January. I got it for Christmas, and I've been reading quite a few books. I've been doing a lot of studying, a lot of reading, a lot of research. Ron Moorhead did 2 years of research. He's got a lot of research into this book. It's just flat full of information, and he's got all of his sources are in here too, where he got everything from. This is really good. David Paulides, The Hooper Project. This is a really good book. I got a lot of information marked in here. A lot of photos. He had forensic artists. He had a forensic artist sketch photos for their sightings. And his other book here that I've got too, the Bigfoot, Wild Men and Giants. There's eight articles in here that are from Florida that I want to show you. I got a couple other books here that I'm starting to read. I'm starting to read this one that helps explain this helps explain some of the portals and dimensional things that we're experiencing. Also, one thing I've done too on my channel, on my YouTube channel, I've got playlists. On my playlist, I've got Ron Moorhead. He's been on quite a few different podcasts, so I've got quite a few of them on my playlist where Ron Moorhead's on there talking about his quantum physics, his books. He's got this book and another one, and he's talking about those and his Bigfoot experiences and the quantum physics and all that. So if you want to check out that playlist, I've also got a playlist of David Paulides, his Bigfoot classes. He's got 18 out now, Bigfoot class videos, and I got a playlist of those, so you can go through the playlist and watch all of his from the first one to the number 18 right now. And I'm doing one with Scott Carpenter. Scott Carpenter's got the Awareness Project video series that he's doing. So I've got all them. I've got all those on my playlist. So you can go there and just watch the Scott Carpenter. And also David Shealy. David Shealy from the Florida Skunk Ape and the Everglades. I've got a playlist that's got a lot of different videos that he's been in over the years. Alright, so y'all go there and y'all can go there to my playlist and check it out. Alright, looky here, I got another book in. So I'll show you. I got this book here by Billy Carson. I'll show it to you. And I just recently got another book by Joan Ocean. So I'm going to start getting back to doing some more reading and studying. So I'll show this to you too. Alright, I wanted to cover this real quick too and add this into my video here. Because I've been doing a lot of reading over the last year. A lot of studying. I've been, here's my new book I just got by Billy Carson and Matthew LaCroix. So I'm fixing to start reading that. And then also just got this, The Dolphin Connection by Joan Ocean. She spent 20 years with dolphins studying them. So I'm fixing to start reading that one. Here's my other book by Billy Carson. I've read this one. You can see I put some notes in there, note markers. Also I have Ron Moorhead's book, Quantum Bigfoot. I've been studying that. You can see all my markers in there. And I've also read this one, Quantum Physics. And I've been studying a lot of physics stuff online, a lot of quantum physics. So I'm teaching people a lot of stuff like that now too when we're speaking at the libraries. And I'm trying to also on my YouTube channel, trying to speak out a lot about the quantum physics. And teaching about how that works and the light spectrum. Here's Ron Head's other book. We bought this from him in Ocala. So I haven't read this one yet. That one's going to be pretty soon. This is Scott Carpenter's, a couple of his books. These are really good. They're full of information. They're full of information there. This is another book I've shown in the past. Shows all the mammals in North America. So I've got a couple other books here too I've read. And a lot of bookmarks. Kawani Lapserdus. And that's really good. You can find him online as well. And David Shealy's book. David Shealy's full of information too. Information about the Everglades and the skunk apes. So that's a good book. And then David Pilates, we met him in Ocala also. This is a really good book here. This is full of information. This one I bought from him in Ocala. I haven't read that one yet. I'll be reading this one soon. And I've watched a lot of his Missing 411 videos on YouTube. And then here's another one. This one's really good too. This has got there's eight places in here from the newspapers, from the old newspapers, 8 articles that were here in Florida. Giants and Wild Men. So that's a good book too. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Some really good books, and just to let you know, I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of researching. A lot of people like Billy Carson, a lot of his stuff, he talks a lot about the quantum physics as well. And a lot of stuff that he talks about actually crosses over into Bigfoot and cryptids, even though he's not talking about that. So you'll find sometimes that books like that will cross over, or not just books, but even some of the people online that you study. When they're studying a certain subject, then sometimes things cross over. Stuff with UFOs sometimes crosses over into Bigfoot. Bigfoot is reportedly seen a lot with orbs and UFOs. Really common. Alright, so we were with Bigfoot World Cryptids, the Paranormal of Central Florida. We were with Kathy Westerman, James, speaking at this library. And I want to show you this really cool app that they were using, that Amanda and Kathy were using, and show this to you so you can go on their channel too. And we do a lot of stuff with Bigfoot World. We've been friends with Kathy for about 3 years now, and me and her help each other with our different YouTube channels and our Facebook groups. And I'll add the links in here too. This is their YouTube channel, and I'll add the links in here too to the Facebook group. Also, Kathy's trying to get up to 1,000 viewers, 1,000 subs. So also Kathy's trying to get up to 1,000 subs. If y'all go on there and subscribe, that's her YouTube channel. And you can check out our different Facebook groups, hers and mine, ours, mine and Wynette's, ours, and Kathy, she does one with James and Amanda too. And Kathy does one with James, Amanda, Pamela, and Rebecca. So if you'll check hers out. Alright, so check it out. So this is the app that they're using, the GhostTube app. And it shows on a person, when this gets on a person, it shows like a stick figure. And then if it catches something else there, it shows it as a stick figure, as far as a ghost or a being. So check out her videos with that. That's a really cool app. I'll show you some more here too. So see how when it's on a person, it's showing it as a stick figure. So it's showing it as a stick figure. And I think right there is catching some energy from the sun there too. But they used it at the library. See right there, it's catching something over there. But that's really cool. They used it at the library as well. So that's really cool. So check it out. So here's the Facebook group, Bigfoot World Cryptids and the Paranormal Researchers of Central Florida. That's Kathy, Pam, Amanda, Rebecca, James. And I'll put the link in here too. And then most of y'all know mine and Wynette's Bigfoot group. Bigfoot Encrypted Research with Tim T in Florida and Wynette. I've been working on sharpening my tracking skills, my hunting skills, so I can pass on stuff to y'all, teach you different things. There's a lot of things that I use out in the woods doing my research that I used hunting, and so that's what I want to keep doing, sharing some tracking videos, sharing some survival tips, a lot of different things like that. I'm still going through footage. I've got the last couple of years, I still got footage that I haven't went through yet. So one of my last videos there where you seen the different lights going through and way off in the distance going through the swamp. That's some of my older footage that I just recently went through and noticed that and found that. Some of my footage that I hadn't looked at before, I got like 5 terabytes of footage, and that I've got set aside on external hard drives. So I'm going through a lot of that. I am taking some of my older videos and shortening some parts down and just showing some smaller parts to them, just to help show people and teach people things that we're doing, things that we're finding. And then I'm showing a lot of new stuff too that hasn't been seen before. Alright, so I've said a few times, I think, in some of my videos that I work full time. I do cabinet work, I build cabinets, I install cabinets, I build countertops, I do carpentry work, stuff like that. Anyway, I work 40 hours a week plus for a living and make my money doing that. I've never made any money off of YouTube. So that's one thing that I just keep sharing stuff, and I've never really been much for saying, you know, like my channel, subscribe to my channel. I don't force Bigfoot onto nobody. If you like it, if you're interested in it, if you like what I'm doing, then you can like and subscribe. But I have been, like I said, working with Kathy Westerman and Bigfoot World. And I do ask people to like and subscribe to her. Kathy's trying to get up to 1,000 subs on her YouTube. So I do ask people to like her videos, to go on to her YouTube and like and subscribe. And go check out both of our groups. So I'm putting that in here too in the video. Her Facebook group and my Facebook group. So you can go join them. You can join our groups and learn from us. Plus, we have a lot of good people in the groups that are seeing stuff that we don't see, that are helping share stuff. They're helping to teach people. So we have a lot of good moderators and a lot of group experts that can help teach you things too as well. All right, so I'm not going to keep this any longer because it's raining out here and the camera's getting wet. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and it's just a little bit of videos here and there that I'm throwing all together in this one. All right, see y'all later.